How are you? Hope you're good today. Let me check the date under edit. Keep myself up to date. What is the date? Today is Tuesday. It's October the 26th, 2021. I have to really remind myself of the date and the time, okay? And it kind of helps me catch up to the now, where we are. Feel into the energy of now. Whew. Stop and take a couple of deep breaths. Okay? Yes. It's always a good time to stop and take a couple of deep breaths. Yes, not to just breathe, because I guess we're always breathing, but to stop what you're doing and allow yourself that time to take out for yourself just a few seconds, like 30 seconds, I think. Just take a couple of deep breaths to catch up with yourself. Yes, catch up with the time of now. Yeah, to control your energy, any anxiety that might be there and we don't even realize it. Okay? So, hope you guys are doing good. Welcome to my channel. It's the Garden of Eden. Okay? My name is Dream. Yeah. I'm Dream today. Alright? I would like to thank everybody that is subscribed to my channel. I would like to express my appreciation for all your support. And if you could like the video, if you would like to, if you could agree with anything that I say, feel free to leave a comment, okay? If you have even a certain topic of discussion, that you might want to hear me speak on, something you might need elaborated for yourself, you want even another opinion on, another perspective on a certain topic, leave that in a comment as well, and I will see what comes up, okay? Any type of advice, consultation, reach out to me as well, and I will get back with you, and we can kind of go from there, okay? This is going to be very interesting, guys. This is going to be good. And we're going to talk about the red flags. It has come up again. It's back up. Red flags, red flags, red flags. Everything, from the way I'm seeing it. Now, this isn't my opinion. This is just what I'm seeing. Like, everything is a red flag now. Everything's a red flag. Man, everything's a red flag. So I'm just like, man, eventually we won't have any relationships. Everybody gonna be alone and single by themselves. We won't have no friends. We're going to be alone because we're scared of each other because everything's a freaking red flag, okay? Now, I'm going to be honest. I got to thinking about the men when I was thinking about this topic. So, like, I'm talking to everybody, but I am going to do it as if I'm talking to men. Yeah. So, if you're dating, you're wishing to relate to a woman. So I'm coming from your perspective, like I'm talking to you guys, how we be, we as women, how we be, okay? So this is only because while I was gathering my little information on this topic, I feel like, and even I watched a couple shows recently, even on YouTube, it's a lot of time it's the women that has a million things on her list of what red flags are to her. Everything is a red flag, Yeah, I was watching this dating show. That's what I was watching. I was watching this dating show. And I wish I could remember. I should have wrote it down. What she told this man was a red flag. And I'm like, really? That's a red flag? Like, that could go along with so many people, you know? So I'm just like, what is a red flag exactly, you know? So, you know, they say the defining thing that they're saying about red flags or the example they gave is like a red flag in a relationship is a reason to stop proceeding forward in a relationship. Red flag is what you see and what they're displaying, what they're saying, what you see. A reason to stop proceeding forward in a relationship. That's a red flag. The example they're giving is like in a game, a football game, and there has been illegal play. So then they throw down a red flag to halt the game. Okay? So, again, is what you seeing, is what she is displaying a reason to stop and not proceed forward in a relationship. So, you have to, it's a thin line. Yeah. It's a thin line between like a red flag and something that you don't like. You know, something you just don't like. I just don't like it. And a red flag. Like, those are two different things. It's a very thin line between the two. You know, I see how they can easily seem so much alike. Just like, oh no, she did that. I don't like that. I'm going to stop this. I'm not going forward with her. I'm not proceeding forward. A red flag on the play because I didn't like how she did that. But that doesn't make that a red flag. And let me tell you what I put together with the red flag thing. That number one person, the number one woman, the number one female who's red flagging everything. I'm talking about, especially, listen to me, guys. If you're out on, and again, this dating show I was watching, these people had just met. They had just introduced themselves to each other, and they just got to asking just little simple questions, you know, just to break the ice. And something he said immediately, she says that's a red flag. I'm gonna tell you what the red flag was. Her. She was the red flag. In the minute I'm the man, okay. And within our 8 minutes of us talking, I just told you my name. And I share with you one piece of information about myself. And you say, that's a red flag. Me as the gentleman, I no longer want to talk to you. Because what you're telling me is, you're the red flag. Okay? Don't let that go over your head. That was very simple. Okay? Any woman that will not allow herself to get to know you. You know, I'm talking about at the beginning. This is at the beginning. Y'all are not in a relationship. Y'all just met. Like, you don't even know if you're interested in this person yet. You don't know. Y'all just started a conversation. And within that conversation, she's already telling you, red flag. The only red flag in that situation is her. And me, myself, as being that man, I no longer want to talk to her. But that's just me. Okay? Talking about red flag. Alright? Yeah, the person that continuously throwing red flags out has become the red flag. You know, so really be aware of that woman who's constantly aware. She's so aware and she's so into looking out for the red flags. She is the big red flag. She Clifford, the big red flag. You hear me? So, who that red flag? The red flag is a reason to stop and not proceed forward in a relationship. the thin line. It's a thin line between a red flag and what I'm going to call avoidance. A red flag and you have some type of blockage. There's some type of blockage there. Yeah. To where she has became the type of person that looks for your faults. She looks for the things that she does not like about you. She looks for the negativity of what you're displaying, of your words. She's looking for that. That's avoidance. That's blockages. Yeah, and again, the person that is doing that, I'm talking about she's looking for your faults. She is the red flag. Yeah. Wow. Is all I can say about that thing. Yes. Anybody that constantly, and I was talking about especially at the beginning, when you're probably not even dating. You guys just met, or you at the very freshness of a relationship where you probably ain't even gave it a title, right? And she's a critiquer. She likes to critique you. She always has something negative to say, something bad to say. You know what I'm saying? You're going out on a date, she got a problem with your shoes. Yeah, 2 days later, y'all going out for lunch, she got a problem with your shirt. You know, these are just examples. But she's looking and searching for a fault in you. She's looking to criticize you. She had way more criticism. She has way more criticism for you than compliments. Okay? When she lacks to compliment you, but she always seems to have something critical to say about you. Red flag. And that's what I'm saying. This woman I'm talking about, fellas, this woman that I'm talking about, she has red flagged you all day and all night. Along with her being so critical. And she's not realizing that she is the big red flag. Now, red flags are a serious thing. Okay? So, it's trending right now. It's kind of became little jokey jokes or whatever, And I get it, But red flags become a very serious thing. It's like when you must have like your, what they call that? You must have your, like, not your top 5, but I guess they call them red flags in a relationship. Like your certain things that you will not tolerate. And again, I've heard this on the show as well. Like the things you will not tolerate in these women, some men too. These women begin to say things like, a man said, a woman that can't cook. A woman says, if he can't dress, if he don't know how to communicate, things like that. And for me, the way I saw it, those things like that are things that you dislike. Those are not red flags. So if we begin to allow things of that sort, a man saying, I could not go forward in a relationship if the woman can't cook. What I'm seeing is avoidance and some blockages. That's what I'm seeing. A woman that can't cook. That's not a red flag. That's something you just don't like. So now you on the hunt for somebody that can cook like your grandma. Yeah. And I hope you find her. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm telling you now, I know this from experience. A lot of folks ain't cooking like grandma now. It's been so hard for me to find some grandma food. Maybe I ain't found it. So I'm telling you, if you think you finna just run up on A woman that's cooking like grandma? You leave that in the comments. I ain't saying they ain't out here now. I ain't saying that, but I'm just saying. You can keep looking around for somebody cooking like grandma if you want to. All right? What I'm seeing is avoidance and some blockages you need to clear. Talking about red flags. Now, let's talk about some red flags. Now, these little points I'm getting ready to make are red flags for sure. When I talk about thin line, yeah, I'm talking about when things become a real danger to you. When these things can possibly become a real danger, a threat, violence, red flag. You know? Now we have the younger generation that's coming up behind us, and we got the red flag thing trending, and it's a jokey joke. You know, I get it. Ha ha ha. Funny, right? But we have this next generation coming up, going off of a red flag is what? What they say in red flag? Let's stick with you can't cook. So now this gentleman, it's coming up in his head. It's being said that a red flag is if a woman can't cook. He gonna go through hell. He gonna go through hell another 10, 15 years when he get ready to kind of settle down. They say, look for that one. He gonna go through hell trying to find somebody that can cook because it's registered in his head that a red flag is if a woman can't cook. Wow. This is a joke though. It's funny. I get it. Oh, I get it. I done seen some funny ones too. On the YouTube shorts, I've seen some and they are freaking hilarious. Okay? But let's talk about the real red flags that we want our daughters and our sons to be aware of. Things that could possibly perceive to them real danger. Perceive a threat to their life. Because I see it. I see it now. Talking to the men. You men, y'all have these teenage daughters. 15, 16, younger than that. Let's just say 15, 16, 18, 20 years old, 22 years old. I know they done grew up so fast. Like, man, you can't believe she done grew up and got all the little girl parts. Talking about looking like a woman. Talking about looking like a real woman. You like, this ain't no woman, this my daughter. But it's like, no, baby, that is a woman. And not only is she a woman, she out here dating. She out here and got her a man, a boyfriend. Probably got 2 or 3 of them. All right? Now, you want her to be able to tell what a red flag is for real. Okay? Not that necessarily. Listen to me, fellas, when talking to these daughters. You don't want to narrow in too much on, if the boy ain't got no car, that's a red flag. I mean, I get it, I see it. But that's just not something I would want to teach my daughter. What I want to teach and instill in her is, listen, your little young boyfriend acting like, displaying as if he is jealous. He's so jealous. He don't want you talking to nobody. He asks you who you on the phone with all the time. He checking your phone. He don't even want you around your friends, especially if they male friends. Now, this I'm talking about 17, 18, 19-year-olds. This is for everybody. But I'm talking to the gentlemen for when you're talking to your daughters who are out here dating other young men. Yeah, and she might tell you about, hopefully she tells you. You might hear about, you might see it yourself. This young man, her friend, because she won't tell you that's her boyfriend. She say, oh, that's just my friend, daddy. That's her whole man. You hear me? That's her man. And she is in love. Do you hear me? And all he do, he check her phone, be on her. Why you wearing that? Yeah. Now this male friend, and now they really just friends. They went to school together. This your daughter. Your daughter got this male friend. You probably know him. He didn't grew up with the family. He's a male. Now she got this boyfriend friend. They in love. They've been there 3 months. They are in love. Do you hear me, Daddy? She ain't gonna tell you that, but they in love. Now he didn't came along, and now he has an issue with the friend, the male friend that you know about that grew up with the family. They've been going to school. The daughter and the male friend been going to school since 5th grade, and now this new boyfriend then came along, and he got an issue with him. You talk to him all the time. Jealousy, persistent jealousy, not just being cute. I mean, but the daughter have to be very sure that the daughter understands that that's not cute. Now, a lot of times, listen to me as a woman, I'm telling you, years ago, I thought that was cute. I thought that was the cutest thing. He acting like he cares somebody look at me. First of all, it wasn't cute then. But when I tell you now, here today in 2021, things have changed. We're living under different conditions. We're dealing with different types of a new era of people. And all, you know, you just seen on the news, it's everywhere. So things are a little more serious. It's definitely not funny now. The little slick jealousy and thinking it's cute. No, fellas, let your daughters know that that's not cute. That's something that's a red flag, and that needs to be nipped in the bud. Quickly. Controlling, jealousy, controlling. Yeah. Red flag. And this is persistently now, because you have cases where you know your woman, you know, she might, this certain occasion, so she might walk up on you, you know, talking, speaking with, you know, another woman, another female is speaking to you, let's just say, and in a certain manner, you know, so she asks you, you know, who is that? Oh, okay. But you know, that's not her normal behavior. Normally, you know, or on the last time, you know, wasn't nothing. She didn't ask you nothing about it. It wasn't nothing. Y'all went on about your day. You know, you know your woman's behavior. So she's normally not even a person to question you about none of that. But this particular time, she's like, who is that? So, you know, you might see a little jealousy and you might think that's cute. But you know her normal behavior. So I say persistent jealousy. Now, every time a woman, listen to me, fellas. Every time a woman asks you, what you doing? What you do today? Where you been? Who is Jackie? Now, every time you can't say, oh, she jealous. You know, because y'all like to do that. Because we got a question or two, then all of a sudden, we're jealous. No. So, again, a thin line between, I'm asking you a couple of questions, I'm just inquiring, I would like to know, versus, no, I'm jealous, like you gonna tell me where you been. It's a difference. So, you fellas, red flag, don't throw that over our head every time we have a question or two for you guys, okay? And you men get to doing that too. Yeah, y'all got questions. Y'all want to know where you been? What happened last night? What did you and Susie do when y'all went out? Who is blah blah? Who is? Y'all be having y'all questions too. Okay? Now, it's all about your motives and where you coming from. Are you coming from a place of you already have, you know, you've already rendered judgment. You done already said that, hey, she up to no good. You know it. She ain't straight. She cheating. You already put in your head what's going on. And then you, who is Bill? But you done already put in your head who Bill is. Come on now. Don't be the red flags, fellas. All right? Work on the blockages that you might have. All right, because I'm not even saying that a person that's, they got a little jealous heart. It's not necessarily a red flag. That's where some blockages need to be. You need to clear some blockages. When I say that, you need to check within. See where it might be some insecurities there. You know what I'm saying? Why you got insecurities, period, or why you got insecurities with this particular person, this particular man, this particular a male figure that's in your woman's life. So you can clear blockages by checking in with yourself. So you have to be real with yourself. Because I know most men are not getting ready to admit, not even to themselves, that they're jealous and that they have some insecurities to check on. But it's all about bettering yourself. How important is that to you? Then you have this relationship here. How important is the relationship there for you? So that's what it's about. If you consider yourself important and you want growth, you want to be a better person. You want to be a better, you want to show up better in a relationship. And then this person here, your wife, your woman, you're serious about the relationship. You want things to be good. You want things to go different. You want things to go better. Then you won't have so many problems, issues with checking in on yourself, being real with yourself. On where you have issues at, insecurities at, where you flawed it, and where you might want to work on that at. Like, where did those insecurities begin? Let's start there. Probably as a child, you want to go all the way back to when you was a child and you feel like, well, this happened and that happened like that. So, I guess I am a little insecure when it comes to women that I love. You got to be real with yourself. Ways you can clear blockages. Yeah, work on that jealousy in a relationship that is ruining your relationship. You're constantly accusing and making accusations. I'm talking to the men, but the women, come on now. I can. Me being a woman, I can get on us, baby. But I ain't gonna do it today. Talking to these men. All right? I'm tell you right now, I know, it's some folks that's coming to this channel that I'm talking to, that you're listening to me right now. And in your head, you got a woman, you got this lady you with, y'all probably married, maybe y'all just started dating. But you really care about her. I'm talking about sincerely. You really care about her. And it's been probably never, you probably ain't never been in love like this. Or it's been a long time. This is probably something you haven't even voiced to this woman. How you care about her. You probably ain't told her, but Put it in the comments, fellas. I would love to hear, I hope that ain't ego. I hope it ain't ego. But yeah, I would love to hear in the comments, you're right. Because I'm telling you right now. You ain't told this woman how you feel about her, but you know. And you've been having these insecurity issues that's causing you to be a red flag. Jealousy, a little controlling. Yeah, you got an issue with not just her, but all her friends, especially if any of them are men. But you don't realize that she ain't got nothing going on. This ain't for everybody now. But you know if I'm talking to you. She ain't doing nothing behind your back. She ain't cheating. She ain't messing off. She love you too. She care about you too. Y'all relationship is important to her as well. Right? But you got some blockages. Got some little things that's trying to block your heart. Trying to stop your growth. Don't let it, baby. Don't let it. Go and work on that thing. Go and work on that thing. It ain't easy. See, I'll be the one to tell you. It ain't easy. But it's worth it. I had somebody tell me that. When they told me, I'm like, what? So after a little minute of going through my journey and I'm going through my process, and I'm like, you want to work and better yourself. And every time I look back and see my growth, I just be like, it is worth it. If I don't even get nothing else, and I just only know that I'm bettering myself as a woman, as an individual, as a citizen to society, as a mother, as a neighbor, as a sister, as a friend, that's enough. It's worth it. It's worth it to work on yourself, Don't try to work on nobody else. That's what we try to do a lot of times too. Red flag. I should have had me a red flag. Where's my red flag? And I'm supposed to have a red flag. Man, I'm going to have to throw a red flag on the play, man. Every time I got to say red flag. Every time. Red flag on the play. Okay, every time I say red flag. Red flag, okay? We get so left field. And it becomes an issue in a relationship, and what we do is we try to work on that person. We try to fix that person. We try to tell that person where they wrong, where they need to change it. And we never look at ourselves. I challenge you to look at yourself. I challenge you. Oh, I challenge you. It ain't easy, but it's worth it. Okay? Where were we? The real honest red flags, which is a very serious thing in relationships. And I said persistent jealousy and controlling. Persistent jealousy, persistent controlling in a relationship. Red flag. Okay? Now here is one here. And y'all gonna have to help me with this one now. Put it in the comments, help me to elaborate, because I tell you this is one, maybe because it's my red flag, but has no friends. A person that has no friends can be a red flag. And I get it. But I didn't get it. And again, that might be because that's my red flag. I guess, so you want to talk about Bible. Bible says to show yourself friendly, So maybe a person that has no friends is like kind of not a friendly person. Yeah. So can a not friendly person be a good person? Can a not so friendly person be a good woman or be a good man in a relationship? You think that's possible? So, what I say, a red flag is a reason to stop and to not proceed forward in a relationship. A red flag is something you can perceive as a threat. So if a person that has no friends, can that be a red flag? I guess it can definitely possibly, it could be, depending on the person in the situation. So, it's something to look out for. But, maybe not necessarily, maybe that person don't have friends. Because maybe that person don't have friends because, he hasn't found, it's not very easy to find somebody that's what I call vibing high, But then they say you attract the energy that you are. So, I don't know. Y'all help me with that one. Put it in the comments. I know y'all are. Please do. Help me with that one. A person that has no friends in a relationship, is that a red flag? And kind of explain how your perception of how that could be a red flag. That might even help me, Well, I'm gonna tell you my personal testimony then. We at 35 minutes, it's okay. This is my little personal thing then. My personal thing is, okay, I don't have any friends. I don't. I don't have any friends, right? But okay, I would like to say, these are excuses. Folks say, "Oh, that's your excuse," and then somebody else might say, "Oh, what's the reasoning for that?" Same thing. Excuse, your reason, same thing. So my excuse of a reason is, for me, I would say, is beginning back again, childhood. My mother didn't allow us to have friends. Didn't allow us to have friends. I feel like that. I'm serious. She would tell us that. She would say, and I had a lot of siblings, and then I seemed like we always had like cousins there, like extra cousins there and stuff too. So I'm from like a large family when it comes to the siblings and children. So she would say like your sister and brothers are your friends. Be their friends. Go play with them. Be with them. So like going to people's houses and stuff like that. I didn't grow up doing that. I would say like, okay, growing up, like getting to be kind of teenage, getting right at teenage, I probably had like a couple of friends, couple of female friends, right? And I thought we were close, ace boon coon, and like they turned on me, like from here just they turned on me. One I may have found out the one was talking about me behind my back, or the other one, it was something. So it could have been a part of me that's like, we gonna talk about it and be like, girl, I heard you were talking about me, and then, oh, I'm sorry, girl, I didn't mean to, and then we hug it out and we're back friends again. Maybe that's the proper way, maybe I have an issue with just ending things and letting things go so easily, but in my head, like, that's something I look out for. You don't want to too quickly these days. For me, this is me. I ain't telling y'all, but for me, I don't want to quickly make friends and befriend someone without really knowing who they are and knowing their motives and knowing them. So I'm not really quick to make friends, Yeah, I mean, like, I would want a couple of girlfriends I could talk to and stuff, I can trust, but I have yet to meet them and run into them to where I can feel like I want to get to know you. You're interesting, you're down to earth. You know what I'm saying? You're real, you ain't flaky, you know what I'm saying? I ain't found it. Again, might be my red flag. I'm working on that thing. Y'all pray for me now. Hey, I'm not just talking to y'all like I got it together, baby. Okay? As I do this video, I am learning as well. So, the teacher and the learner. You hear me? I'm teaching and learning. I tell you right now, I am learning. I put out videos, and then after the video, because a lot of things start coming up. It's like, you said this and said that like this, and you telling them this and telling them that, but check yourself. I be having to check myself. Because the things that I'm preaching and saying to y'all, I don't want to just be saying it because it sounds good. I want to be practicing it. I want to be walking in it too. So I have done videos, and afterwards I was like, girl, you ain't even doing that. But I bet you I began to work on it. I'm continuing to work on certain things that I'm talking about in videos. I'm beginning to. Oh, yeah. Oh, look, baby girl finna grow. Baby girl is growing. Okay? I am succeeding out here. I no longer... No, that's like the old life for me. I'm no longer making excuses for myself. Okay? I'm calling myself out. You hear me? I'm talking in the most compassionate way possible. In the most loving way possible. Okay? I'm on my own ass. I don't need nobody to be on. In the most loving way possible. And the more I feel like I am aware of myself, I see areas where I'm like, man, that is me, ain't it? Ooh, I need to work on that. So I got something else to work on. It's all right, though. It's the fact that it's no rush. It's no rush. It's no rush. We ain't in no rush at all. We ain't in no hurry. Okay? Red flags. The real red flags in a relationship. Persistent jealousy and controlling. A person that possibly has no friends. And another one, fellas, she only wants to spend time with you. So that leads to the word I thought of, codependency. Y'all, we gonna get it together, you hear me? Like, hey, guys, we gonna get it together, okay? Something else I thought was cute. But I got two sides with that too, though. So now the word polarity is coming up. With any given subject, any given thing, any given topic, there is a negative and positive to that thing, right? So, red flag in a relationship, she only wants to spend time with you. So definitely that could be negative. It's like, what else are you doing? What else you got going on? Like, do your work? You know what I'm saying? What about your career? What about your passions? What about your hobbies? What about your profession? Like, what else you gonna do, boo? So we might see that it's cute. Oh, she always want to hug up on me and be under me. But it's like, what else you got popping, though? Where your friends at? You can't go with your friends? The importance of time to yourself. Self-care. When do you have self-care? When you're always up under him. So, fellas, that's something to look out for. At the beginning, you might see it's cute. But, baby, ask yourself, what else you got going on? If you all the way right here with me, now I think it's cute, but baby, after you go to work, after you go take care of your business, I'm gonna be right here, baby, waiting on you. So that's something to look at. She's always right there with you. She wants all the time with you, every waking moment. And when the second y'all ain't together, she asking you, she texting you, where you at? Like, man, you just left me 20 minutes ago, an hour ago. We've been together for the last 48 hours, the last 72 hours. We spent the whole weekend together. God, dog. But I get it, though. I get it. She miss you. Oh, I get it. Oh, when you miss your baby. Oh, I miss my baby. But anyway, don't let that become codependency, okay? Where she's really codependent on you, on what you do for her. She's codependent on your energy. She's not trying to build herself. She's not trying to find herself. She's not trying to get in on her own lane, outside of yours or you all's as a relationship. But let me talk about the polarity of that thing. Because I'm telling you now, within my relationship, okay, me and my man, let me tell you about it. Oh, we definitely, because I am a person, and I had to learn this, I am a person, I need my alone time. I need it. And the thing about it, at moments when I don't take the initiative to get that alone time and ask for that alone time, my man, he knows when I need it. He knows from my attitude. He knows how I'm acting. He knows me. And he knows. And I'm going to tell you what he does. Sometimes, because, I be so busy and so in the ooh, and the bustle, take care of business, and that I don't be so quick to, like, okay, I need time to myself, I'm just getting ready to go here and do this, I'm going to go in the room. I'm going to tell you what my man does. He will set up a spa day for me. Take care of a spa day. Tell me, hey, baby, today I got this spa day set up for you. You can be there all day or whatever. So you can get you some relaxed time in or whatever. Clear your head, My man, he will, fellas, write these down now. You better start writing this stuff down. You see where, hey, her attitude been a little off. She gets like this sometimes. That ain't normally her, but ooh, this ain't my girl. I know what she need. I'ma leave out for the day. I'm gonna make her some breakfast. I'm gonna leave out for the day. I ain't gotta work. I'm off work, but I'm gonna leave out for the day. Let her kind of have the house to herself or whatever. I'll make her some breakfast. Before she know it, I didn't put on her little playlist on, kind of low, put her playlist on, whatever she at the house. Tell her, I'm gonna be out for the day. You take this time to yourself. I'm gonna be thinking about you. And maybe a couple times, I don't think it's too controlling. I don't think it'd be a red flag or nothing. A couple times throughout the day, you might want to text her, you all right over there? You straight? That's what my man be doing. I'm telling you right now. And it's so helpful. Because sometimes I just don't think about, hey, okay, I need to be alone. Like, I don't think to tell him, hey, get away from me. You know what I'm saying? I don't think about that. But he's aware. He's so aware of me. Yeah. So you're in a relationship, I'm talking about fellas, if you're in a relationship that you want to be in and you want it to proceed forward, then you want to pay attention to your woman. Pay attention to her. Yeah, so now she's displaying this attitude. I'm talking about, now I ain't talking about the red flag woman. She always got an attitude. She always got something that she bitching about. I ain't talking about her necessarily. I'm talking about, wow, your girl been a little snappy. First of all, is it that time of the month? You got to be aware of your woman to know that. But you have to know what she wants. Being in a relationship ain't easy, y'all. It ain't easy. Okay? And sometimes not only do you have to think for yourself, you have to think for that person too. You have to be looking out for them. That's your partner. That's your partner. That's your team player. So now you see the team player not feeling at their very best. You might want to step in. Especially as a man. Let's just say you the coach. You the coach. You the head of the team. So you see your team player not doing so well. You want to step in. Man. Yeah. Red flags. Be sure whatever your no-nos are. Like you got 3 no-nos. Like, hey, if she do this and this, no, I'm not going forward. I ain't gonna think about it. I don't care what she look like. I don't care how big her butt is. It don't matter. If them are your no-nos. Them are your red flaggers. Okay? You have to be careful when you're the person and you're saying, oh, I can't mess with no jealous woman. Always ask me where she at. But you don't realize that you're him. You're him. You always asking that lady where she at. You don't trust nowhere she go. You know. So with these red flags, a lot of times we deeming certain things as red flags and red flags, but we're the red flag. Those things are within us. So now we are accusing and being and just accusatory to the person, being jealous of that person and what they doing or might be doing, which they probably ain't doing nothing. But we don't realize that the red flag is us. So we have to be able to match that thing that we're seeking. We're seeking a woman that's not jealous. Ask yourself, fellas, if you're a jealous partner. You can't be a jealous partner and don't want a jealous woman. You are attracting what you are. So my point here is you have to match what it is you're looking for. Yeah. So, hey, a woman, a red flag. She has no friends. She only wants to spend time with you. Oh, she too clingy. Yeah. But the only time she too clingy is when you got something you want to go do. But other than that, you up on her tail, you questioning her, you trying to be up under her 24/7. Unless you get a phone call from Bobby and y'all about to go shoot pool, then all of a sudden, she texting me, she too clingy. But really, you're the clingy one. So my point is, again, is that the thing that you seek, you must be able to match. And see, that right there just tears down a lot of people's red flags right there. Yeah, write your red flags down, and then you ask yourself, are you that? Whatever the red flag is for that person, are you that? Are you good in that area? A lot of people, you're going to have to erase that red flag because you ain't mastered it yourself. You ain't mastered it yourself. How you seeking that out of a partner? Oh, what was it? She has no friends. But you ain't got no friends. Come on. Sound like the perfect match to me. Oh, she must be crazy. She ain't got no friends. Why you ain't got none? So again, the things that we deem as red flags and that could possibly be a threat to you in a relationship, yeah, that person can't bring it to the table, but we don't realize that we have that same issue. So the thing that you are seeking in a partner, you must match it. You want her to have a job, but you ain't got no job. You want her to not be so clingy and up under you, but the minute she leave you, you texting her phone. So you can't want her not clingy, but you be clingy. Tell me if I'm right or wrong now. Right or wrong. Put it in the comments. Everybody ain't gonna agree, and it's okay. It's okay. I want to hear about that too. Okay? Okay, I'm sure some fellas want to come and say, oh, y'all ladies be doo-doo and my girl boop, boop, boop. Put in the comments, baby. Put in the comments. I would love to hear your perspective. This video here is only my side of things, my perspective, the way I could see it. Yeah, and you could agree with some of it, most of it, a lot of it. You don't have to agree with all of it. It's okay. It's all right. And where your opinion difference is different from mine, I would like to hear it. That's okay. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Okay? I'm finishing up here. We are quickly approaching an hour on this video, but you know, I'm working on, because I be passionate about things that I discuss. You know, all of my videos, I don't do any videos for any reason of it's a passion of mine. It's something I feel dearly about, something I feel like I need to put out in my opinion of it. So I am working on my my emotions with my passion, being able to express myself and articulate myself very well. Yeah, and not to become overly emotional within my passions. So I think I did a little bit better with this video. I think so. Okay, we're coming to an end here though. Yes, so some things that we don't like in a relationship can be deemed very different from things that are red flags. Okay, so be able to separate the two. Things that are red flags, things I will not ignore, things that should not be ignored, because it can be deemed as a danger or a threat. I must stop. I cannot proceed forward in things that I don't particularly like. So what we're doing is really putting up judgment. We're judging one another so harshly. We're creating separation, further separation. We have so much stuff and titles that have us already separated and segregated between each other, between colors, between gender, and now it's between the male and the female, or in just relationships coming together in some type of union. We're so separated, and relationships are so stagnant and so non-existent, and a lot of time is due to the fact of we're not able to separate the things that we don't like and things that are freaking red flags. Yeah. Again, I said it before, I'm going to say it again because it's serious. Relationships are hard work. And if you have met, and when you meet a person, and you're going to know. You're going to know. And you're like, oh, how do you know? Is that a mosquito? Oh, I don't do those. Where is it coming in at? It's a thin line, okay? Between what you don't like and what's a red flag. So all you're doing is avoiding and creating blockages for yourself and your growth, and having a possible partner, a partnership, by putting the 20 things that you don't like. You just don't like those things. How a person walk, how she talk, how she dress, how she look, how big her booty is, how thick she is she skinny enough, is she fat, do he got a car, or if he ain't got no car, don't know that the man just last week was in a car accident and totaled out his car, and he just trying to find another one. He already got a little money saved up. We don't know that. All we know is right now today he ain't got no car, and we didn't put that as a red flag. No, that's something you might not particularly like. But all it do is take you just a little minute, a couple of days, a week, or get to knowing them that, yeah, I just had an accident last week, and sure, I've been looking around for a car I want, So now you just missed out on a good man because you have deemed the I don't like as a red flag. He ain't got no car. We judge each other so harshly. But again, that's a blockage. Yeah, you have been judged so harshly as a child growing up or in your last relationship. They critique you so bad, and now you done got that right there, and you done carried it with you, and now you are the critiquer. Yeah, so I'm going to end this video with, we're going to check in on ourselves. Fellas, check in on yourself. See where you at. See where you are honestly. See the things that you are avoiding, blockages you might have, things that you want to work on for yourself. Even if they're probably not. They're going to trigger you. They're not going to feel too good. You might feel a little thing of vulnerableness. Things that the vulnerableness that we see as pain. So we try to avoid anything that makes us feel vulnerable. Makes us feel a little funny. Yeah, that makes our heart feel like we have butterflies, heart palpitations, some kind of heart attacks. You get the feeling it in your body. It's vulnerability. Yeah, vulnerability leads to love. But we have been conditioned to associate vulnerability as pain. But it's love. And we don't even know the two apart. So we miss out on love because, again, it makes us feel funny. Yeah. And we say, oh, it's pain. And we say, no. No, this is a red flag. It's a red flag. You can't cook. And it's a red flag. Yeah. Thank you guys for checking out the video. Again, feel free to leave a comment. Hit the subscribe button for me, please. Thank you. And I send you love and light.